Hey guys, Mex here, and welcome back to another episode of The Watch Game. I've been away from the camera for a little while for several reasons, one of which is thinking about how to bring this project to you guys. 2024 was a special year for the Lange Söhne brand. Their flagship collection, the Lange 1, turned 30. And this isn't just any anniversary. Not only has Lange Söhne evolved into one of the most sought-after brands in the watch world, but its history has been woven into the fabric of the most important historical events of the 20th century, including German reunification. As I shared in my video about German watch brands, I'll pin below for reference, Lange Söhne was founded in 1845 in Glashütte, which was then, as it is now, in the German state of Saxony. Since Germany had the unfortunate fate of being on the wrong side of the Second World War, the Lange factory was bombed in the final days of the conflict, and then was nationalized by the Soviets in 1948. The then heir to the Lange heritage, Walter Lange, fled to Western Germany, and his dream of running Lange Söhne lay dormant until German reunification in 1990. Today's segment will be in three parts. First part is talking about the history of the Lange 1. This collection was launched in October 1994, and it was one of four first releases of Lange Söhne following its reformation under Walter Lange and Günter Blümlein. The first Lange 1, reference 101.001, had a diameter of 38.5 millimeters and a yellow gold case. Interestingly, it was launched with a solid case back, but this was swapped out after 1 year in order to showcase the beautiful Lange movement inside. From a design standpoint, looking at the dial, it's asymmetrical, moving your attention away from the center. The first thing that you noticed is the oversized date window. This was inspired by the Dresden Opera House, whose 5-minute digital clock was designed by Ferdinand Adolf Lange's master and has come to be memorialized in the Zeitwerk. You will also notice the name of Lange Söhne with the Glashütte in/SA in Saxony below. Another really important design principle at work on the Lange 1 is the golden ratio, which is a fascinating mathematical concept that has intrigued artists, architects, and mathematicians for centuries. The golden ratio occurs when a line is divided into two parts so that the ratio of the whole line to the longer part is the same as the ratio of the longer part to the shorter part. Shout out to ID Guy, who has a very good visual explanation of this in his assessment on the perfection of the Lange 1 design. Now I'd like to highlight the pieces that Lange launched for the occasion of the 30th anniversary. In October of last year, Lange launched versions of the Lange 1 and the Little Lange 1. One in platinum with an onyx dial and one in pink gold with a blue dial. The Lange 1 blue dial is limited to 300 pieces, as is the platinum. Same for the Little Lange 1. The blue dial limited to 150 pieces and the platinum also limited to 150 pieces. I'm told that many of these pieces have sold very quickly, and I received word from one of the boutiques that the Lange 1 with the blue dial, pink gold, is already sold out. So now guys, I'm going to conclude this segment with a special piece for you. It's 6 months on the wrist, story of my Lange 1 time zone. So let's flip the camera and take a look. Okay, this is the reference 136.032. I picked this up last year in June, and I'm still absolutely in love with this piece. Okay, the case is rose gold and beautifully dimensioned at 41.9 millimeters diameter and 10.9 millimeters thick. So it's really, I mean, despite this world time movement, it's not thick at all. It is the biggest of all the pieces in the Lange 1 collection. at 41.9 millimeters. So it's powered by Lange's in-house L141.1 movement, which is unique to the time zone collection, but based on the Grand Lange 1 L095.1 movement. It has 72 hours power reserve, and you could see it. We lost focus, but yeah, here we go. We come back. You could see the power reserve meter on the right hand of the case. It's a manual wind, so we'll wind that movement, and you'll see that power reserve meter increase. So going from ab to off in my pathetic German. But yeah, increasing that power reserve, heading towards 72 hours. The most stunning part of this timepiece is the movement. 38 joules, and obviously easy to note the Lange hallmark silver 3/4 plate, the flat polished swan's neck adjuster, and the escape wheel cap. Albeit with one extra relative to its the previous generation, it has not one but two hand engraved bridges. So absolutely beautiful. Give you guys a second to look through that. So this is the second version of the time zone. This was launched in 2020 with the upgraded L141.1 movement. The previous generation, reference 116.039, had the L031.1 movement since it was launched in 2005. It has two pushers. The bottom one here on the left side of the case is to adjust the world city. So just give it a good press. Moving forward. Heading back to GMT time. Not the easiest to get that. You have to really press it well. Back to Berlin, the home time zone for Lange Söhne. And the top pusher is for the date, that oversized date wheel to advance that through. So aesthetically, just a beautiful piece. And maybe I'll just slap it on the wrist here, just show you guys how it fits. Right, as you could see, really nice snug to the wrist. That's what those kind of lugs help with. Beautiful alligator leather strap. Just a gorgeous piece. Happy anniversary to Lange. So the last thing I want to do is a bit of an unboxing. I've waited a little while to bring this to you guys. But when I purchased the watch, Lange sent a special gift along. So let's open this quickly and see what's inside. So some more kind of branded Lange Söhne, very understated case. Oh. Ah, okay. So it's a polishing cloth with the kind of reference and serial number of my watch. It's a really nice touch here by Lange, kind of personalizing a little cloth. And the letter, just kind of reading the letter. Thank you very much for registering your new timepiece. The following watch was now added to your collection. Lange 1 time zone. No two watches that leave our manufactory have the same case and movement numbers. Thus, the embossed number combination on the enclosed cleaning cloth is as unique as your new timepiece. Just like Ferdinand Adolf Lange did, We have been striving for micromechanical precision and exquisite artisanal perfection ever since we presented our first watches in 1994. It is this passion that we share with our watch enthusiasts and collectors all over the world. Very nice touch. Some would say the least they could do for the amount that we pay for these pieces, but it's always nice to see these little touches that add to the luxury experience. So guys, there you have it. To recap, we looked at the history of the Lange 1, some of the special 30th anniversary pieces that Lange released in 2024. We looked at my Lange 1 time zone, and we also took a look at the special gift. Hope you really enjoyed this, guys. It's a very special segment at the Watch Game. Please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Appreciate the time, and bye-bye.